Okay, so this is a requested video. It's about teen pregnancy and my experience. I'm going to time myself because last time I did this I went over and I can't edit videos, so I am going to take my time and make sure I don't go over time. So teen pregnancy for me is like, it hits home for me. So anytime I hear about a child that gets pregnant at a young age or has gotten somebody pregnant at a young age, it hits home. So my experience is I got pregnant when I was 13. I am now 23. I'll be 24 in January. My son is 9 years old. Here's a picture. This is my oldest son right here. He is 9. He'll be 10 in June. Let's see, I met his father March of 1999. And we met, well, that's a long story, I'm not even going to go there, but we started talking, then we started dating. He took me to a church that I still go to now. My family goes to it and everything. But we went there, let's see, we were dating for, let's see, March, April, May, June, July, 5 or 6 months, and I found out I was pregnant. We found out I was pregnant October 24th or 25th of 1999. We were at church. We had a lady from Zach's father's Sunday school class. He told her that I might have been, late, so she went and bought us a pregnancy test. That was a Sunday night, so that Sunday night she brought it. I went to the bathroom, and she told me exactly what I needed to do to take it, so I took it. She said it takes 3 minutes, so just don't even worry about looking at it. I still got to process. So as soon as I peed on the stick, it turned positive. So I didn't tell her that I looked at it and I saw it, so I just kind of freaked out and just let it go and put it on the back of the toilet and shut the door. And so we waited, and she went in there, and she, kind of come out, and she was like, "Brittany, you are pregnant." And we prayed, and then we went back in the sanctuary. And at that time, I was sitting over with the youth group, and I had told a good friend of mine that I was pregnant. So usually after our church, we do praise and worship, and then they release everybody to go to their classes, youth group, children's church or whatever. So youth group went upstairs. I decided to stay down, and the church service goes through. Our pastor does altar call. Me and Zach's father go up there, and literally we're probably crying hysterically at this point. So my mom comes up, and I don't want to go over. She asked me what was wrong. She said, "Brittany, I will love you no matter what's wrong, what happened. Please tell me." So at this point, this youth group has already let out, and some of the kids are coming downstairs, and they see that we're up at the altar. At this point, I didn't know that the friend that I had told a bunch of people in youth group. So a bunch of people from the youth group come and sat up there with us, and while my mom was asking, a girl I barely knew at the time, she was like, "Sherry, Brittany's pregnant," and I'm like in shock because someone else is telling my mother this news. And I remember, and I'll never forget, our pastor's wife said, "Sherry, it's okay. It's just a baby. It's not drugs. It's not alcohol. It's just a baby. It's something that you can love." And from that point on, I felt a little bit better because I don't know, it's hard to explain. I was 13. So we went home. I didn't go to school the next day, but by that point it had gotten I was in middle school, from the middle school up to the high school, to my stepsister, and then she called me and told me, asked if I really was, because there was a rumor going around school. At that point, I said yes, and people were finding out left and right. We had to, schedule the doctor's appointments and all that stuff. So we scheduled those. My first doctor's appointment, I don't remember when it was or how far along I was. But where I go, normally I think they make you wait until you're like 12 weeks. So I was only like 6 weeks, I think. But they give you like this little test when you first go there, just to see like your stress level or whatever. They said that I was on the midst of committing suicide. Just to clarify that, I have never been suicidal. So, you know, I've never tried to do anything to threaten my life or anybody else's. But they said that the paper, the way I answered the questions, that it made me suicidal. So, because I don't take that stuff, I mean, that's a serious thing. So, you know, I don't want people to think that I am, because it's a very serious, you know, problem people do have. So they took me out of school. So I got homeschooled my whole 8th grade year. I was in middle school, and I got homeschooled by a wonderful teacher, Miss Sandage. I'll never forget her. I still go and see her all the time. But she was a great teacher. She helped me a lot of ways, doing a lot of things. And let's see, that was in like December, I think I got homeschooled. And then I had him June 15th of 2000. And I was 14 at the time. He was born at 5:59 p.m. at 7 pounds even. At that point, I think, like, a lot of people asked me, was I scared? You know, was I worried? You know, everybody had all these questions for me. And, like, deep down inside, it just felt so natural to me and normal. It's so hard to explain because of where I'm coming from now. You know, an outsider would just be like, I could never do it. You know, my mom would kill me. My parents would kill me. And I got that so much. A lot of people said, my mom would kill me if she found out that I was pregnant. But to me, it felt so normal and so natural that I just did it. Everything happened naturally. I was not afraid. You know, I was very comfortable with what I was doing. So I'm going to go to part 2 before my time runs out.